Eom Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello everyone, it's a beautiful day and thank you very much for joining us. You're watching the Eom Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Mawari. Today on the program, we shall be speaking with select industry captains about their businesses, the operating environment, and other related issues. Also on the lineup is a special feature on the freight forwarding industry in Nigeria. And on the face-to-face is Dr. Ibrahim Wada, founder and executive vice chairman of NISA Hospital. It's a package you can't afford to miss. Sit back as we bring you the details.
Everybody loves Lagos. The people, the spirit, and of course, the opportunities.
I have loads of friends here. The city has so much to offer.
Gives everyone the opportunity to make a living.
At the end of the day, we all need a piece of the city we can own, a place we can come home to.
DPKAY not only gives you an opportunity to own a piece of the city, but also make money while you're at it. When you refer your friends, neighbors, or colleagues to DPKAY Homes and Property Limited and they buy any of choice property, you get a commission. Simple as that. Tell someone about DPKAY. He or she buys. You make money. But that's not all. You stand a chance to win cars, phones, all expense paid trip to Dubai, no matter who you are or what you do.
Partner with DPKAY Homes and Property Limited.
DPKAY Homes and Property Limited. Guarantee your future.
The importance of information communications technology in any contemporary economy cannot be overstated, as it is fast becoming the backbone of successful businesses globally. Olarewaju Ogunkole is the Chief Executive Officer and co-founder of REVOCUBE Technologies Limited.
In Nigeria, I can't really say much, but I'm based in Lagos. I can say much more about Lagos State. It is rapidly growing every second. I don't want to say every year, every second. More people are coming up with innovative ideas, and even if anybody is in the space, you have to stay on your toes, learn about new standards, make sure that you're up to standard and you are really competitive, because it's a very competitive space. And the institutions in the schools and everybody are now waking up to the idea of technology, seeing their peers doing solutions and implementing solutions that are making work easier. So everybody is now coming into the space. So compared to the last 6 years when we started, it's much more easier now. So as long as the company is providing enough value to the customer, there's always a market for it now.
Agricultural services providers have continued to position their operations with a view to enhancing food security in Nigeria. Joshua Ajisokwe is the Chief Executive Officer and co-founder of Farm Fund Agro Services Limited.
So basically for us at Farm Funded, we are an agri-tech company. We are leveraging technology to access finance for farmers. And so from the name Farm Funded, we are the middlemen, permit me to say that, between the farmers and the funders. So people want to fund farms, but they don't know how to go about it. So we are the middlemen between the farmers and the funders. So when you come on our platform, which for now is a web platform, www.farmfunded.com, you can fund farms. The funds that are being generated are channeled to the farmers for them to scale their farming operation. At the end, we sell the farm produce because we also provide market access to our farmers. Our funders get their funds invested with the promised return on investment. And so it started with passion, and with my commercial background, I know the opportunities in the agricultural space. And so upon leaving the university, I knew that, okay, there's quite a lot of opportunity that we can tap into. And so I decided to take a career in agriculture. As a practicing farmer myself, I knew that I could not do much due to the limited funds I have. You understand? So I've only been able to gather funds from my own personal pockets, family, friends. They gave me some funds to do stuff. Why don't I scale my farming operation? Why don't I move from 1 hectare to 3 hectares or 5 hectares? I can do that if I can leverage on the funds I'm able to aggregate from other people. So that was the gap we identified that, okay, so if we, myself and my co-founder, if we could aggregate funds from people and commit into farming, we'll be able to solve the problem of access to finance, not just having to go to the bank and bank don't have to give you funds.
Stanley Nsofo is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of BULLSHARK Security Services Limited. In an exclusive chat with EOM Business Network news correspondent in Port Harcourt, he spoke about his company and other related issues.
BULLSHARK Security Services Limited was registered in 2013 in furtherance of my desire and my vision to add value to the society, to take care of the marine security, we call it handle the land security. Part of our vision too is to create awareness. We do crew change, we do man guarding, we equally do support service in arms. What we do is either we get the police or the civil defense who are licensed to carry arms to provide that service, but through us, we equally do event management. One other unique thing about us is that our services are pocket friendly. Our core value, our main interest is not to make money, but to be able to render service to the society and to improve the lives of people within us.
And that is the EOM Business Network News. Nigeria receives more than 5,000 vessels of various capacities annually at her seaports. Suffice it to say that a lot of shipping and freight forwarding activities are carried out within Nigeria. In other words, it is impossible for her maritime sector to function without an effective freight forwarding industry. Worrisome, however, is that in spite of the globally recognized importance of this sector, in Nigeria, the most populous nation and indeed largest economy in Africa, with its abundant human and material resources as well as large market, the freight forwarding industry has remained seemingly neglected. The National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, NAGAFF, is the professional umbrella body of freight forwarders in Nigeria. Chief Increase Uche is the national president of the National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, NAGAFF.
We came on board in the year 1999. So the official inauguration of NAGAFF was done at Mobi Pegasus Hotel here in Apapa. That was the official inauguration of the association. The founder of NAGAFF, Dr. Boniface Okechukwu Anebuna, who saw it all, was at the epicenter of the entire, exercise. He was the one that saw the vision, gathered some, like minds together, like Professor Ni of Unilag, the late Osman, Sanusi was also a lecturer in Unilag at that time. So it was an assemblage of great minds that came together that actually took the place of technical partners with our founder, Dr. Boniface Okechukwu and Ebunam, to put the association in place. So since then, it has been a steady growth.
High Chief Ekwozo Azubike is the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of G-Mayor Link Resources Limited, as well as the Executive Chairman of the National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, Tinkan Island Chapter.
G-Mayor was founded in 2004, just about how many years back. And of course, for the level where we are today, with honesty, at least I can say we're doing well, and we obey the rule of law. I will make sure to help customs to generate revenue for federal governments. I will make sure also we're in line with the rules and regulations of the nation. We're not into contraband. We don't clear what government asks not to clear. And if at all we're doing our business, we'll make sure we pay the appropriate duty and follow the appropriate custom procedure in doing our business in the port. We are not into illegalities. We'll make sure also educate people and sanitize people the need in collaboration. G-Mayor as a company, custom licensed brokers, I felt that in the future we'll climb from strength to strength. We'll have plans of having a bonded warehouse of G-Mayor in the future, at least to help the terminal operators or to help the government in a area of doing business. Because when you see now, port is congested. So anybody that is working towards to expand, to have its own yard, where it can help government when this place is being stocked, at least to take containers to off-dock, where it can be able to also assisting government in the raising the revenue, because we need revenue. Without revenue, we cannot achieve it because you can see Mr. President always talk about corruption. They talk about money leakage. So anybody that has the capacity or that have the way of assisting to generate revenue or to block the revenue leakage, also G-Mayor's priority.
Ndubuisi Uzoegbo is the Chief Executive Officer of ANZEEL International Company, as well as the Executive Chairman of the National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, Apapa Chapter.
It's nothing more about than to compete with other people like all the companies in Europe and America to create an enable environment for Nigerians to work. I will hope to see myself. Every journey starts at a place. So I hope to compete in years to come. The name will ring bell all over the world as one of the multinational freight forwarding companies that exists. It's too early to assess His Excellency. I know he said a lot of things, and we believe those things he said he's going to do, and I believe he will do it. Like in our industry, it's a big tax, which he promised to fulfill in less than 60 days. We know, we in the industry understand him, but it's not going to be a 60 days work. So it's something he will do with time, having the good people of Lagos State and the Nigerians around him to advise him and also assist him in making sure that those things come to pass. NAGAFF has been working tirelessly on the issue that concerns freight forwarders in general. NAGAFF has been there. NAGAFF caters for all freight forwarders in Nigeria. We don't discriminate. We create seminar and symposium to all freight forwarders. NAGAFF spends her money to train people, the upcoming freight forwarders, to give them enabling environment to operate. NAGAFF is a wonderful association that everybody would dream to be its member.
Okafor Obinna is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Brave Footing Logistics, as well as the Executive Chairman of the National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, Ikorodu Chapter.
Brave Footing Logistics, we are an international trading and logistics company. We do sourcing. We source chemical, iron rods, raw materials around the globe. I'll source for you the best price, get the best arrangement to ship it to where you're taking it to air, border, sea. I'll check where your company is or where your factory is, and I'll make sure the raw material gets to you as at when your production needs it. Come to freight forwarding, we advise on the best available way to clear your cargo and your goods, and the best carrier that can help you, that we know this carrier is always on time. In the custom brokerage, we'll tell you what the duty, how much it will cost to your warehouse, and calculate everything for you and put it on the table. The HS code that you use, the custom will not have to query you. The agencies, the documents that you need to get before you start a shipment. And if you want us to participate and do the agencies and clear it for you and run all that for you, we'll give you our handling charges, and we'll handle that for you. Core values are transparency. You have to be very transparent, integrity, and innovation. On the job, we keep innovating on the job. I tell my staff, I tell my people that, look, every job has its own, for something in there for you to learn. And when you learn how to do it better the next time, it brings innovation and it cuts costs. It makes business faster so that your customer will always be there. And, if it's not come with Okafor, I'm putting a smile on the face of our customers. I think that's our core value. You know, it has been a blessing to us, the freight forwarders. It has been a blessing. It will be wrong for us to say we didn't benefit from the concession. It has been a massive improvement. The terminal operators they are still trying, they're not there, but they are doing a good job. The AP Motors, the TICT, the Port and Cargo, Grimadi, they are trying. That's why I'm telling you about making the port user-friendly. They've tried. Securing the cargoes, they've tried. It's been a very huge improvement. We have this wharf landing fee we are paying, billions of naira. So he could be able to contribute vis-a-vis the access road to the port that he has control over. Lagos State Traffic Management Authority should assist the government of Maritime, the MPA, to work on the smooth movement of cargo in and out of the port. For him to stand as a mouthpiece of those that are having issue at that point where he say, okay, I will do something to this issue that you have. He's showing solidarity. That's enough for us and those that are in charge. See, my friend, it's a blessing to freight forwarders in Nigeria. When you have a council that regulates the activity of a professional body, it's easier for the council to go and liaise with government in our best interest. As a chairman, I'm running course as a chairman NAGAFF do here every day. And I'll generate the fund for them. If the council are coming here to take the money, I'll be the one that will be coordinating their activities. How it will impact the life of our members vis-a-vis education or the training and all that. They have to enact laws, bring in new rules, make us feel like, yes, we are like placeholders in London, in America, in Belgium.
Dr. Ibrahim Wada is the president of the Association of Fertility and Reproductive Health Nigeria, as well as the founder of NISA Hospital, Abuja.
I became a doctor way back in 1980 in Zaria, Zaria, and then I trained as a gynecologist, mostly in Jos, before I moved over to the United Kingdom. I was in Cambridge, then Manchester, then back to Cambridge, and there I passed the exams to become a full-scale gynecologist. I worked very hard in the United Kingdom, in both the public and the private sectors in healthcare, and particularly trained to become an expert in vitro fertilization, fertility, and the making of, people call it test tube babies. So, and that was my claim to fame here. I brought that back to Nigeria in 1994 and worked against the elements to achieve baby Hanatu, who is a living being, who is also training herself to be a doctor right now. She's 21, so I mean that was the, if you like, the introduction to the career. She was born 21 years ago and nothing has looked back since. By the grace of God, it will be forward ever, backward never. 400 years of being underdogs, being slaves, mentally and physically. The time probably has come now for people here to start to see things beyond the ordinary so they can believe in themselves. I think that when the good Lord gave the color to our skin, He didn't color our brains. The brain of the white, of the Indian, of the black, anyone, same color. The God Almighty doesn't make mistakes. So this skin color is only skin deep to protect us against the rays of the sun. But it seems because of subjugation over hundreds of years, we have all, as a group of people, feel that the best must be ours. So the Nigerian is happy to fly to this and paychecks there, but when it comes home, he's still Italian. No, please, it should be cheaper. They don't understand that the destiny of our country is in our hearts and in our pockets. The destiny of Nigeria is in our hearts and also in our pockets. Buy Nigerian, invest in Nigeria. It's only when you do it that foreign investment makes any sense. It's the same thing about tourism. You can't tell me that tourism is going to London and seeing the Queen's Palace and all those. No, tourism is going to Obudu and seeing or Tinapa or Yankari. Until and unless we are able to buy Nigerian and do Nigerian, it will be difficult. Claim the dignity that is our due. And I think that is the driving force of what I'm trying to achieve. It's not going to be easy because 90% of our people or more have transferred that goodness away from their own environment. Shouldn't be, but it's a tough one. No Nigerian should dip his hand in his pocket, whether it's in a public hospital or in a private hospital. How is that magic? We are our brother's keepers. While we work with chicken, that's what health insurance is all about. It shouldn't restrict you. Where you want to go, you go with it. All of us are putting in maybe 5,000 every month. The cost of your treatment is 1 million. It's from our contributions. They will treat you this time. Next time it may be me, 2 million. It's from that contribution. So when our people say it's too expensive, I understand. But what is critical is access. How can I access it? The Nigerian adage says if the soup that is sweet is what is inside it, must we then out of it must be cheap go and kill ourselves in places where people don't have a heart to care for us. You need this, they say it's not available, go and buy. If you need this, the doctor is not there, go and call it. Excuse me, at the point of need for saving your life? So take it from me, every effort needs to be made towards what I call access rather than affordability.
And that's about it on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We do not take it for granted. We only hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of the broadcast, then you can come with us to eomcoms.com and any of our feedback portals, as you can see on the screen. Our sincere gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Moware. Please, let's do this again, same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.